people in the world. Tattoos existed yet in ancient times in many countries. People used various techniques and methods for painting their bodies, and they all did it with different purposes. In tribes, for example, people tattooed themselves to be distinguished from other tribes. For some, it had a spiritual significance, while others tattooed their slaves, giving them their brand name. Here, we bring to your attention the list of top 10 most tattooed people in the world, who have completely changed their appearance not only by painting their bodies, but also going for body piercing. 10. Paul Lawrence, the Enigma. Best known as the Enigma, Paul Lawrence is a performer, actor and musician, who has covered all his body with a jigsaw puzzle tattoo, as well as has opted for horn implants, various body piercings and has reshaped his ears. In his life, he has had more than 200 tattoo artists work on him, as a result of which he has undergone such a body modification that his mother would hardly recognize him. 9. Kala Kawaii. Monstrosity doesn't have limits in its manifestation. Kala Kawaii is a vivid example of the statement. He has his own tattoo parlor and it seems like he becomes a customer here quite often. As a result, he has only 25% of natural skin on his body, while the rest is covered with tattoos. He has also undergone body modification, using horn implants and covering his face with piercing. 8. Dennis Avner, Cat Man. This is a hard case, when you don't know a person is more addicted to tattoos or cats. Dennis Avner didn't spare money and efforts to turn himself into a cat man, or a stalking cat, as he is known to the world. He not only covered all his body with tiger stripes, but also underwent extensive surgery to look like a real tiger, as a result hitting a world record for the most body modifications. He opted for transdermal implants for wearing whiskers, subdermal implants that changed his face thoroughly, as well as piercing and shaping of the teeth to make them look like tigers' ones. In November 2012, he was found dead. According to some unofficial rumors, he committed suicide. 7. Tom Leopard, the Leopard Man. Tom Leopard can definitely take off his clothes and enter the jungle naked, and no animal would think he isn't a leopard. This leopard-addicted 78-year-old man was once included in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the world's most tattooed man. He is wearing leopard patterns on all his body except for his fingers and the areas inside his ears. Besides the leopard spots, the rest of his body is covered with a golden tattoo paint and he is wearing feline teeth. Since 2008, he has been living in a small cabin on the Isle of Skye, Scotland. 6. Rick Genest, the Zombie Boy. Rick is a model from Montreal, more popular by the name of the Zombie Boy. His body is covered with a tattoo pattern resembling human skeleton. Rick gained popularity in 2010, when he posted his photos on the net. In 2011, he featured in the Born This Way music video of Lady Gaga. 5. Julia News, the Illustrated Lady. While some use tattoos for changing their appearance, Julia opted for it in order to cure her condition called porphyria, which makes skin blister, leading to deep scars. As a result, she has covered all her body with tattoos, hitting a world record for being the most tattooed woman in the world. By the way, tattooing won't abolish her disease, but will only hide the ugly scars. 4. Eric Sprague, the Lizard Man. If you ever come up with Eric in the street, be sure to pass out from fear. This man decided to become a lizard, covering all his body with tattoos, opting for 5 Teflon implant horns, sharpening his teeth and splitting the tongue. By the way, in 1972 he was one of the first men to have a forked tongue. He also wanted to create a tail for him, however, modern surgery wasn't prepared for such a request. 3. Étienne Dumont, the famous critic from Geneva, one day decided to become an object of discussion himself. He covered almost all his body with tattoos and opted for silicone implants worn under the skin. He also wears 2.7-inch rings in both the earlobes and horrifying plexiglass piercings on the nose and under the bottom lip. Étienne Dumont claims himself to be a living art. He still communicates with people and often appears in the society. 2. Elaine Davidson, world's most pierced woman. The body of this middle-aged woman, who was born in Brazil and now resides in Edinburgh, Scotland, is covered with 6,925 piercings, as reported in June 2011. She is included in the Guinness World Records book as the most pierced woman in the world. She also has hundreds of tattoos on her body. In 2011, she got married to a man with no piercings at all, and they both live in Scotland now, where Elaine runs an aromatherapy shop. 1. Lucky Diamond Rich, world's most tattooed man. This New Zealand street performer is the most tattooed man on the earth. In 2006, he was announced as the 100% tattooed man by the Guinness World Records book. His tattoos cover all his body, including the inside areas of his foreskin, his mouth and ears. No wonder, tattooing is like a drug for him, and now having no free space on his body at all, we wonder how he is going to satisfy his hunger.